Have you ever tried to communicate something to a member of your team as a leader or a project manager or even someone in HR, and you are giving all these great suggestions and ideas and the person just gets stuck and they leave the meeting not angry but just frustrated because they're now not sure what to do to move forward and they're unable to achieve what you're hoping? I want to share with you today an example of how I use the process communication model with a client to help them move forward in a project that they're working on. So one of the clients that I'm coaching is a musician, and last year we worked on him helping create his first album and get all the music written. And this year our goal is really to help him market and move that forward. Now, here's the thing. As a leader or a coach, you don't need to be an expert in that process. What you need to be is an expert in communicating and helping them unpack what it is that they need to do. So I have no background in developing albums and music, but I do know how to execute work and execute projects, which is why this client has come to me. And so last week, I was working with him, and as we were working through, he was initially starting to be like, yeah, we're good to go. And then by the end of the conversation, he was stuck. He was like, I don't know where to go, what to do, and he was frustrated. And I left there thinking, darn, I did not do a good job as a leader, as a coach, as somebody who's experienced in project management to help him move forward and get out of this state of procrastination and achieve the results that he wants. Here's why. So in the process communication model, what we recognize and what Dr. Tavi Kaler determined is that there are these different personality types within us, and we have all of them within us, but one is where we are more natural. So for myself, I am more natural in my base and phase being thinker, which means I'm really good at logic and organization and planning, and when I communicate, it comes across and I express it that way. My client, on the other hand, is somebody whose base is harmonizer and his phase is persister. And so his preferred way of talking is through emotion and feeling. But his motivation from a persister standpoint is around the value and conviction that the music and the things that he's trying to produce come together. For me, those two personality types are actually at the top of my personality structure, which means it's more effort and energy for me to stay into that positive perspective. But as a leader, it is our job to be able to move up and down these different personality types so that we can connect better and communicate and motivate our team better. So I reflected on this over the week and I thought, what is it that I did wrong? What is it in the way I communicated to him? And so this week we had a really good session where I was able to adjust my communication. And I considered about how to work from a procrastination standpoint from his emotions, to bring joy into the activity that he's doing, bring excitement to the work that he wants to achieve in moving this music business forward. The other thing then is I worked with his motivation, which is around valuing and conviction, and was like, what is it that is the value that moves you forward? Once we were really good on those two, I was actually able then to move down to where I am in thinker, which is my more natural language, and start to communicate him with logic. He was in a place of, we'd removed the stress, and so he was in a great place to execute forward. When we finished the session today, he had a plan. He was excited about it. He knew how to move forward. And it was not because what I was really trying to do and say was different. It was because I was aware of where his personality types are, where his preference of communication is. And when you speak from that perspective, when you lead from that perspective, you are able to actually captivate and inspire your team to be better, to achieve more. And I believe that this client will actually achieve the goals that we put together for him because I adjusted my communication style, because I adjusted the way I perceive the world to the way he perceives the world. Leadership is about inspiring people into action, is about making an impact and influence through the way we communicate. If you are looking to improve your relationship with people, to capture them, to motivate them forward, then the first thing as a leader you need to work on and you need to pay attention to is your communication skills. Because through communication, you can achieve anything. My name's Nancy Micheli, and I am a communication coach, and I am excited to work with you and help you. If you found this video useful, then click the link below, share it with somebody who may find this useful as well. My goal in life is to create winning teams, one conversation at a time. Cheers.